The biggest thing when it comes to virtual or hybrid teams that the lesson that I took away from COVID is just like everything has to be intentional. Like the random connections, the overhearing of the conversation, like since none of that happens, you're just not going to connect unless it's intentional. You're not going to reach over the divide because you have to program that in.
That's right. And then you need periods of time when you're in person. You need to see people face to face and be with them on some cadence that's right for your team, whatever that is. I was just reading today an interesting study that talked about how the difference between regular teams and kind of super teams, whether they're remote or in person, is that the ones that really outperform have got some quiet place for people to go work reflectively without interruptions. And so that's one of the reasons why sometimes working remotely and being at home can be better, because you have that quiet reflection time, but then you also have to have the time together.
Yeah, no, I love it. Yeah. I couldn't agree more with that. Well, this has been fantastic, Lindy. I didn't send you this question, so I hate to put you on the spot, but to end, I want to ask one final question about Psyche. If you had to think of, like, what's the one question that you most want answered from the mission?
My number one question is the same as our top level one question, which is, what is it? It doesn't look like other objects in our asteroid belt from the data that we can get remotely. Maybe it's the part of a core, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a kind of really reduced material, a metallic material that's theorized, but no one's ever seen it. So I would love that. I would love for all the science that we talk about to be proven wrong when we get there and we find out it's something completely different. That would be the thrill of a lifetime.
I got to tell you, I'm just imagining that meme from that old History Channel show with that guy with the crazy hair going, "It's aliens."
I get asked that with different degrees of seriousness depending on who's in the audience. And then my favorite moment was this guy stands up and he goes, really serious, like really reflective. And he goes, well, it's not the Death Star because it's too small. And it's not the Death Star prototype because it's too big. So we can rule that out. I just thought, you're my kind of person.